Now we're gonna go and start assembling the new hub onto the for the rear. So we're gonna take a little bit of a real light coating of lube, and we'll put that on the inside of that lower control arm. This is gonna allow us so we don't have to loosen that bolt back there. So we're gonna take the knuckle, bring it into this position just like this. Get this centered up inside those two curves. Then we're going to tap it in. Now with that tapped in, we can take one of the bolts and pin it. So if you're doing both hubs, it's going to be good to preload the suspension on the other side so that it pulls the sway bar up. Now we're going to start by going around the clock and going to the next link. Now we're gonna start jacking up on the bottom of this ball joint until these arms are parallel and that this lines up. Now we're not gonna put this bolt in yet until this one before it is locked into place. If you do the upper one first, you will notice it will be much harder to get this one locked in. So we're just getting this now positioned. Now we're gonna get this link lined up and ready for the bolt to be pushed in. Before tightening any of these bolts, we're gonna lift this whole knuckle, as you see from where I'm lifting from, until this looks perpendicular with the car and parallel with the ground if the car was at ride height. So you can kind of see from behind, that's straight outward, and that would be the position of the bushings to where you're gonna start tightening those. Now we're going to pop in the sway bar link, and we're going to tighten that up and snug it. All right, now we're going to feed the speed sensor through. We're going to snake it in the correct routing. Click it into the grommet holder. We'll put it into the hole for the speed sensor. And go ahead and thread the bolt. Now that we have the speed sensor in, we're going to grease these splines, grease against here, and then get the plate, the dust shield, ready to be installed. So I've also gone ahead and greased these splines, as well as the backing of the shaft. Now we're going to go ahead and start assembling the shield. So we got the dust shield right here. It's gonna go on just like this. We're gonna take some Loctite. I'm gonna use some blue Loctite, specifically Loctite Thread Locker 243. Now lightly snug these. I'm also centering the bolts into the holes. All right, so now we'll slip the hub under the splines. All right, so we got 3 bolts tightened, and then the next step that we're gonna do is we will torque those to spec. Once those are torqued to spec, now we can go ahead and put the rotor back onto the car. And then I'm gonna put a little anti-seize under this bolt since it's got a little bit of rust. All right, now we're gonna put on the brake caliper and put our 2 bolts in. Now we'll torque these bolts to 83 Newton meters. Now remember, after you're done torquing all of these bolts, remember if you're using a snap-on, remember always to turn your wrench off. Now we're going to thread the axle nut on before torquing it with the wheel on. Now we're going to put the wheel back on and tighten the lug nuts to 129 foot-pounds. Now we're going to use a 32 millimeter socket and torque the axle nut to 221 foot-pounds or 300 Newton meters. Now we'll pop the wheel covers on. And then you'll make sure that you have the valve cover lined up when you're putting them on. And then the last thing is you want to push right in the center. Thanks again for watching this video. Hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, please comment below. And please like and subscribe to be notified for more future content like this. Have a great day and enjoy fixing your Teslas.